Welcome back, Truth Seeker. This news broke yesterday, March 1st, 2024. The death of Mitch McConnell's wife's sister. And the day she passed was the day of the Super Bowl, February 11th. So they held this news off, again, until the start of the next month. And we'll get to why that likely was. Fox News is also covering this story today, but if you look, it did break yesterday, March 1st. And Angela Chao, again, the younger sister of Mitch McConnell's wife, she's been found dead at age 50. Notice her name in Gematria. Angela Chao equates to 50. If you're new here, Gematria, the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words. It's as simple as ABC is 1, 2, 3. There's 4 base ciphers, the alphabetic order forwards and backwards with numerology. And again, there's a song out there called Gematria, the Killing Name, and there's a song out there called Murder by Numbers, and in that song, the lyrics say how killing is the sport of the elected, which is interesting in light of Mitch McConnell, and it's as simple as ABC is 1, 2, 3. So the name Angela Chao equates to 50 when you run the alphabetic order in reverse with numerology. In that same cipher, Washington equates to 50, and of course, Mitch McConnell and his wife, her sister, have made a living in Washington, D.C. at the taxpayer expense. Washington, again, equates to 50, the capital of the nation that has 50 states. And speaking of the nation, America, with the most simple cipher, A is 1 up to Z is 26, also equates to 50. Furthermore, the team that won the Super Bowl that day was the Chiefs, and Chiefs equates to 50. And remember, the last time the Chiefs beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl, it was their first Super Bowl in 50 years, and of course, San Francisco also equals 50. That was Super Bowl 54, where Joe Montana equals 54, and it was the Joe Montana Bowl. His Chiefs beat his Niners. This year was Super Bowl 58, the 54th Super Bowl of the modern era. Same match, same Joe Montana Bowl, and let's get to that piece now. The name Angela Chao with the alphabetic order equates to 67. Again, we talked about the 50, now the 67. Angela Chao, 67, like Kansas City equates to 67. And again, Joe Montana is 67 years old at the time of this Super Bowl win, and 67 is the 19th prime, and Montana wore 19 with the Chiefs, and the Chiefs became the first team to win back-to-back in 19 years, and the game went to overtime 19-19. Prior to that, it was 16-19, like Montana wore 16 with the Niners and 19 with the Chiefs. And then McCole Hardman's caught the game-winning touchdown, which was the 19th of his career. Keep in mind, when the Chiefs beat the Niners in Super Bowl 54, that was the 2019 season. But yes, Joe Montana, 67 years old at the time of this ritual, the 19th prime. Angela Chao, Gematria, 67, like Kansas City, like human sacrifice, like blood sacrifice. And again, if you're new here, this is what we talk about all the time. It's amazing how often this number 67 comes up in suspicious deaths. Other words that equal 67 that fit in are satanic and soul. They both equal 67. And a lot of these people on the world stage have sold their souls, and it seems like part of the cost is selling out your family members. Next thing you know, your younger sister or sister-in-law is dead at age 50. Now, for the clincher, we call 81 the ritual number. And Mitch McConnell was 81 years old. He was at the tail end of being 81 when his sister died, or his sister-in-law, his wife's sister. Notice that surname, Chao, equates to 81 like ritual. And this happened 9 days before his birthday. Of course, the square root of 81 is 9. Mitch McConnell, the turkey gobbler who did nothing for nobody. But he has collected a lot of taxpayer dollars. He's been a big part of a lot of agendas that have sold us out. And for his place on the world stage controlled by the cabal, got to sell out the old sister-in-law. So R.I.P. to Angela Chao. Again, life cut short. And the world really needs to wake up to what's going on. Keep in mind, just days after this, Mitch McConnell announced that he wasn't going to run in the upcoming election, is going to step down from his leadership position. And you know what? maybe days before that he was saying he wasn't, and then this happens to the sister-in-law and he gets the message. And shame on Mitch McConnell. Shame on all the celebrities who know what's going on and who do not speak out. Come on, Mitch, you're in your 80s. You've lived long enough. Why don't you come out and explain what's really going on in D.C., where the Jesuits run the show, and this is how they operate. Again, if you're new here, this is what we've been exposing every day for over a decade. There's a reason Donald Trump's brother died on the Jesuit order's birthday. Again, D.C.'s the Jesuit stronghold, always has been since before the feds were there. They're the wolves in sheep's clothing. They're the ones that have been warned about for centuries, including some of the founders like Jefferson and Adams, who were both very worried what would happen if the Jesuits came out of suppression, only for both of them to die on the same day on the nation's birthday, July 4th, 1826, 1,826 days before Monroe died on July 4th as well, who was also an opponent of the church. But yeah, we need some people who are players on the world stage to come out and, put your life on the line. You know what, Mitch? You're 80-some. Because you don't speak out, there'll be more people like your sister-in-law who lose their life at a young age. Because there's just not enough brave people in the world to do the right thing. Ruled over by a bunch of sellouts. All right, Truth Seeker. Until next time.